Picture outside right now of downtown here on this Thursday. High temperature for the basin and it's 75 degrees. I hope you enjoyed that sunshine and the warmth because we're going to cool down this weekend. Details coming up with your first alert forecast.
Here to tell us more.
Yeah, we had a lot of sunshine today. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s. A lot of warmth. Hold on to it because once we get into the weekend, we're going to cool back down. You can basically finish my sentence.
We haven't wear our sweaters yet.
I know, you're finishing my sentences by now because it's the same story, rinse and repeat every week. We're either up or we're down. So we're up right now. We will be cooler than average as we head into our weekend. Outside we go. We're looking at a live picture outside of downtown on this Thursday. A lot of sunshine today, really comfortable across the region. High temperature today for the basin and at 75. We're currently sitting at 66 degrees. As we head inland, still very warm at this hour. 79 in San Bernardino, upper 70s in Lancaster and the Antelope Valley, 75 in Van Nuys, Thousand Oaks, and at 68, 70 there in Long Beach. Satellite and radar showing you we've got a mostly clear sky, so high pressure is dominating our region for the rest of the evening. And then once we get into our Friday, we've got some minor changes, but the big change comes as we head into our Saturday and Sunday. Area of low pressure sliding out of the Gulf of Alaska. This will be sagging down to the south, so that onshore flow helps to enhance that onshore flow across the region and also brings in the cooler conditions and spots of drizzle, especially as we head into our Saturday. High temperatures tomorrow. We're starting to cool down. The basin down to 69 degrees, 73 in Van Nuys, 81 in Lancaster, though. Still mild, though, for the Inland Empire. Riverside in the upper 70s, but we're down to about 73 degrees there in Irvine when we've got some high passing clouds moving on through from time to time as well. So we'll talk about what we can expect. The onshore flow does increase on our Friday, meaning that marine layer is back in the morning and lower temperatures on the way tomorrow. As we get into the start of our weekend on Saturday, we're a good 10 to 15 degrees below average with the chance of drizzle on Saturday morning and maybe some stuff moving on through Saturday night into our Sunday. After that, we'll warm it up as we head into next week. Temperatures back up into the 80s and 90s. In fact, the temperature trend for Riverside shows you the change here. Tomorrow in at 80 degrees, so not a bad day. A day of transition, a few more high passing clouds moving on through. Saturday, 69. But then look at this as we get into next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, back up into the middle and upper 90s. So the heat comes charging back next week. For the basin, around 69 degrees, 65 for the coast. Clouds move on through as we head into our Saturday. Areas of drizzle on and off. And then once we get into Sunday, we've got a partly cloudy sky, maybe some leftover clouds as we go throughout the day on Sunday. Otherwise, we're going to be mostly dry. As we get into next week, temperatures rebounding into the upper 70s and lower 80s for the coast and the basin. Valleys around 72, 77 for the Inland Empire, cooling down to the 60s on your Saturday. It's nice on Sunday, but the real warm air comes as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, upper 80s and lower 90s on the way. 81 tomorrow for the high desert. The high desert, as this area of low pressure comes on through, temperatures are going to be in the 70s and 80s for you, but the winds are also going to pick up as well as we head into our upcoming weekend. Mountain 60s tomorrow, 50s over the weekend, but a nice rebound as we head into next week. That is your forecast. NBC4 News continues right after the break.